Hi guys, it's Rachel here. Now, if you hear kind of like an echo, I'm in my TV room and I've got my picnic table set up where I normally sit and work at and, make package up parcels and stuff like that. I've been to the antique market. This market is on twice a year and it's on in May, around the 8th of May normally. It's usually the second Saturday and Sunday of the month. And then it's on the first, it's always the first Sunday of the month. So this time it ended up being in September. So it ended up being 31st of August and 1st of September. Usually it's around the 1st or 2nd of September. So anyway, it's the whole town becomes a market. I didn't film there because there are a lot of people, and I went with my mother-in-law. We were there at 8 o'clock in the morning. And it's really hot, so I didn't film, but I will film maybe in May, and I will film when my other favourite antique market starts up again in a couple of weeks. But oh my goodness, when I went with my brother, I got a whole lot of books. Actually, I've never really sold any of those. I think I pulled one apart in my paper packs, but they're really old, like early 1800s, but they have soft covers. I found a bit, but not that much. This time I found heaps, not so much, a few books, but not so many little books to alter that were particularly interesting, but I found a lot of textiles, and I needed some textiles, sure. But anyway, so first of all, what you can see here is this gorgeous Vecchia Romagna box. Now, Vecchia Romagna is like a after dinner sort of, I don't know if it's a digestive or something that's a bit similar to whiskey or something like that. But this is an old box, and look, it's got there you go, Vecchia Romagna, and it's got the tassel trim around it. And I bought that, and it was only the box, nothing inside it. But I did find a whole lot of laces, so I put them all in the box. Look at this. Can you see? Look at all the laces. And I need, I felt like, even though I've got lots of laces, I felt like I needed more. Now this is linen, and it has the cut work in it. That's from the church. It was from the altar. So someone's purchased that. I won't show you all the laces. I haven't even been through them all myself. So that's from the church. And then just things like this, super old. Just lots of pieces. And my lady that goes to my other market was there, and she was de-stashing a bit. So I got quite a lot of stuff here. So just lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of laces. That one is super beautiful. I think that might have been a collar or something like that. I'll just show you a few quickly. And then like bags of them. I didn't even open the bags. But there's bags and bags of antique laces. I got 3 bags, I think, from her. Just sorry about the noise. Hi Steffi, how'd you go?
Good.
Thank you. Steph went to the post office for me. Isn't that beautiful? So many yummy bits and pieces here. It's just, I don't even think I won't even go through them all because there's just too many. But just so many lovely pieces to use. I'm so excited. That is my favourite. I love that. The problem is then I have favourites and I hoard them. Then I want to hoard them. Oh, and then this piece. This is just a piece of random fabric, but it's very light. You can see my hand through there, and it's embroidered, and it's just gorgeous. It's a teeny tiny chain stitch done by hand. Anything else? This piece. I love all these netting sort of pieces because they're lovely to use on tags because they're kind of see-through and light and not too bulky. Not too many trims like this, just a few. I don't even know how old that one is. It doesn't look very old. And there was another one that was particularly beautiful. I could have bought more of that one, and I didn't. And I regret it now. I seriously could have bought more. We had 2 trolleys. Did I say that? And we filled them all, and we had bags hanging off them. This one's a sort of ecru-y pinky colour, and the other one's pinky. So it's all tangled. But isn't that pretty? And I could have bought more. There were so many deals going on today. I don't know why. So that's all. I mean, there's so many. I don't know if I showed you that. Look at that. I haven't even pulled them all out. But just so many lovely things in there to play with. So I'll put the box. Just a minute. I'm going to put the box over there. What you're looking at is a big antique hemp tablecloth. that I've just put to cover my lovely red tinny. I might move you down a little bit now that I've moved the box away so you can see. Maybe I'll sit down for a bit because I'm a bit tired. Oh, so let's start. This is just a linen. Oh, that's got my friend's initials on it. One of my best friends. That's just a linen, what do you call them? You know, things to dry your hands on. Dishcloth for the kitchen. That's what it is. And then these, I hate to say what these are, but they're beautiful. They're hand woven hempy things. Now these they used to use to bind the children. The children were bound here so they couldn't move. So my mother-in-law said that it was terrible. Did they do it in other cultures? So it was very tight. And they used to wrap them in this stuff. A bit like what you see baby Jesus is being painted sometimes. There's a painting by Mantegna where he's bound like this with this sort of stuff. Anyway, but it's beautiful fabric. And I said to my mother-in-law, I wish she didn't tell me that because I thought they were nappies, like what they use for nappies. This one is divine. This is going to be beautiful to embroider on. It's the most beautiful. Can you see that? It's lovely. It's not. This one's very thick. This one, you can even see through it. So yeah, I'm not happy with what they were, but I like the fabrics, so I will use them. Right, what else will I show you next? Oh, then I got a pack of, now this is very rare. Now, if you come to the markets in Italy, do not expect, especially in my area, to find heaps of printed or decorated, lovely decorated sort of fabrics, because on the rare occasion I see them. But I got this pack. This was in there. This is just a linen. It's probably from the 80s, but I got a whole bundle, and I thought these would be really nice for journal covers, and they're all linens. Just a whole lot, very similar, but yep. So I'll be able to put some of those in my. See, some of them are got their machine embroidery in them, so I'll be able to put some of those. I'll keep some, and then I'll put some in my fabric bundles in the colorways as I do them. So we'll take those out of the way. I've got a huge pile of linens here. I hit the jackpot today. Now this that you can see here, did I bring my other one? Okay, so this is a piece of my hemp, right? I took it to this very famous shop in this town. I took it there in April, and this is traditional stamping. They use the beautiful hand-carved block prints. It's typical to this area. And they use natural, so they might use natural pigments, so like rust, like the brown, they have a brown color that comes from rust. The blue, I think I think it comes from lapis lazuli, but I'm not sure where they get what the blue pigment is, but it's natural. So I got my hemp stamped. It's really gorgeous at fairly great expense. It's not cheap to get it done, so I was wondering how it would be to get it done, and if I could maybe pass some of it on, but I don't know. I have to think about that one because it's not that cheap. Like if I were to put that piece on Etsy, it would be expensive because it's not cheap to get it done. Anyway, I'm waffling. Anyway, I found this is a double hemp bedspread. That so it's like 3 panels of hemp that have been stitched together, and they're about 2 meters 30 usually long, and this has been hand stamped with the traditional stamping method, and it's all faded because it's old, and so I bought it. So I'm going to be cutting this up and using it, and it's just gorgeous. Okay, so let's continue on. Then should we do all the textiles first? Oh, my mother-in-law bought me these. Aren't they? These are hankies. Aren't they gorgeous? She bought me these. I don't know, I just don't know if I can cut them up. I don't know that I'd be able to use them. I might scan them, see how they turn out, but they're just beautiful. Look at that. There. And then this one. Beautiful crochet on the edges. Oh, I think this might be one of my favorites here. And then this one, and then that last one is plain, but the lady gave us the whole lot for a set price. And that one I think this is my other favorite. It's just so delicate and beautiful. So those hankies, so we'll put those things, I'll chuck them over there, onto the couch. I think my husband was just looking at us like we were mad when we came in with our trolleys loaded and bags hanging off them. And let's finish the textiles first. So I'm super excited about these. These are, look at these. These are, I'm going to scan these. These are samplers from an old school where the young girls learnt to do embroidery, and they've got initials. So that's got initials. Isn't that beautiful? I think I might have to frame these. So that's that one. Oh, I just went bananas. I just love them. They are so beautiful. This one here. And then a big one I got as well. She had more. I could have bought them all. Isn't it pretty? So they're all samplers. So young girls learning to embroider. And then, I got this. This is funny. This is, I thought I could use the flowers and cut out the embroideries and stuff. This is, she told me, the antique dealer, that it's French. I don't know how old it is. But it's French, and it goes like over a bread basket. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and put a basket in there and see if I like it. But isn't it pretty? And it's got strawberries on the bottom. So I thought that was fun. And I'm not going to go into detail of everything. I mean, this was just a piece that's been, I think this is the bottom of one of those petticoats, because, yeah, that is. And I can see it was gathered at the top. This was the bottom of a petticoat. This is just a nice piece of antique. And it's all nice and ruined. What is it? Oh, it's a big bib. It's a big bib. And it's got an initial on it. How cool is that? So that's an antique linen bib. Probably, they had big bibs in those days. And then this is just, I don't know, what did they tell me this was? I think this was for the church. This one on the altar, this one, but it's got all that lace there. And I don't know if you can see, but this is a very thin, lovely cotton that I love ripping and using. This is a beautiful piece of linen with all lace around it and the insert to use. I mean, you wait, we're going to be here forever. There's a huge pile. This embroidery, I don't often, well, I do find some embroideries, but I thought that was nice, that one. And this is just beautiful linen. It's just a beautiful colour linen with this lovely ecru colour lace on it. And do you know what? I think these were the bottoms of pantaloons. No, they weren't. They weren't pantaloons. I think they went on some sort of furniture. I've got two of those because I like them so much. That's a really nice colour. See, it's not white. I don't know if you can see that there. And then, you know, this sort of thing, these sorts of things, I don't know whether this was a curtain, but I like that sort of see-through sort of stuff to use. I got some of this beautiful light sort of knitting sort of stuff that's hard to come by. I don't always see that. So if I see it, it's nice and delicate like this one. And it's all embroidered, not embroidered, but it's got some kind of applique and embroidery on it. I'll grab them if they're not too expensive. And then just those, because I like cutting out the doilies, and that's the same as the other one. Oh, wait till you see this. This was a bib, and it is the most beautiful bib I've ever seen. I don't know if you can see the detail. Let me hold it up or stand up. So I don't know if you can see the detail on the fabric. I don't think I've ever been so lucky with the fabrics as I have been this time. And they were all de-stashing, so, you know, not exorbitant prices. And look at this little dress. I can't cut that up. I'll have to keep that. But I just thought it was so cute. I couldn't leave it there. Those could be quite cute in a really nice frame or something. And this little shirt. Look at this little shirt. How sweet is that? It's just gorgeous. And it's the lightest, most beautiful cotton. This is just another linen, but look at, I mean, besides the lovely linen that you get to use, you get the beautiful lace around the borders. Oh, here's another one of these. Oh, no, this was from the church. This was the, goes across the altar. It's a beautiful, thin, gauzy feeling sort of cotton. And then it's got this beautiful, big lace that can be used all around the border. Why don't we just move these out of the way? And now, the funny thing is, I said to my mother-in-law, I've just tidied up my room, and I'm going to have to re-tidy it up and create space for all this new stuff. Where's it going to go? Now, what? Oh God, this this is funny. This is the priest, an antique priest shirt. Now, I'm going to be really terrible. It's got lace all over it. I'm going to be using that. I did Nellie Wortman's course, and she uses all these things, so that's why I bought that. And besides the fact that you get all that lace on there, it's not precious to me. It's kind of got marks on it and holes. It's had repairs, so I think that'll be fun to use. And then, and these were big churchy things. They were in the church somewhere. There were 2 of those. I only bought one. I probably should have bought the other one as well. And then the last piece is this big piece of linen. Now this is big. It's the most beautiful piece of linen. You can see these cuts. They're diagonals. There's 3. They were meant to put like an insert. They just never finished it. But it's got all this hand cut work in it. And the linen is just like my favourite type of linen. So I'm very excited about that. Might put some pieces of that in my linen packs. Now, we've got to there's some very exciting stuff coming up even more as exciting as the embroidery. Now I got a whole lot of these. These are antique theatre programs. So I saw on one that there was a date. Oh, here we go. This one's got a date. They're all from different. This one's 1888. I didn't even open it. So I might be offering these. Yeah, it's a theatre program or opera program quite often. So they're probably late 1800s, very early 1900s. So I think I'll probably do some paper packs with those in, but you'll get the whole thing. I think I only bought 10. This one's 1920. There you go. La Gioconda. La Gioconda is the Mona Lisa. So there must have been, and it says scene 2, scene 4. So they're theatre programs or opera programs. So I like. I've got quite a few with this type of cover on them, but they're all different theatres. I'm just trying to see. And they came out every month, apparently. I think I've bought some before. I've got some in my stash that I'm hoarding. But, there's not images inside, but there's lovely old paper to use. And, the lovely image on the cover. I'll put the bag there so I know to put it back in. So I got quite a few different ones. Quite often they don't have the date, but you can see from the designs here that they're early 1900s or late 1800s. Yeah, I love these sorts of things. I've got some that I'm keeping as well, as I mentioned. Here's another one, Aida, there, and then this one as well. So I got a few of those because I hadn't seen them for a while. And then I got this book. I think this is leather, but and someone's written on it. Isn't that cheeky? Manuale P. Leonardo. Now, wait till you see inside this. Prima part, Manuale Sacro, so sacred manual. Okay, and look inside. Look at this. And this is, now, what did my mother-in-law taught me? 17, that's 17. Because that's M is 1,000, D is 500, the C's are 100, so 1734. Is that correct? Yes. This one's 1734. Look at the typography in it. Oh my gosh. And look at this. It's just amazing. Just amazing. Love it. Never seen typography like that before. So I got that one. And look at this cover. This is leather. And look at the inside paper, it's upside down. And then this one is, okay, let's try again. This one's also 1700. I thought it would. L is 50. 50. My husband's here. He's amazed by the books, aren't you, Steffi?
Beautiful.
How beautiful are the books?
Yeah, really nice.
So this says, this is Anno Doloroso Ovvero Meditazione della Santissima Vergine Maria. What does that mean? The painful year of the Virgin Mary. This is the second tome. This is 1773. This one. It's just gorgeous. Look at that. So she didn't have a very good year. And they put the paper upside down. Isn't that funny? It was €60. I didn't pay that for it. I can tell you that now. But so there's that one. And then the gentleman gave me this one. It's very boring inside, but it's a beautiful leather cover, so I'm going to alter that one. I can't bring myself to alter those other ones. 1904 this one, but it's very, I mean the paper's nice, but there's nothing sort of exciting in there at all, but it's a beautiful cover. And then I just got some of these here, Patrimonio Storico Artistico, so the it's Touring Club Italian. They do a lot of good stuff, just all of the art stuff, you know, Italian stuff. So I thought these would be nice to put in some paper packs and in journals. And it's very nice paper. It's not shiny paper. It's matte paper, so that's what I liked. I just bought this one. This is nothing special inside, but I like the cover. It's not, and the paper's actually very nice. It's very nice colour, the paper. It's a crew. It's only 1950s, but it's 70 years old. But I thought I might make a journal out of this, but maybe increase the spine. I'm thinking about that. Next, these my mother-in-law gifted to me. She went to her cousin's place and he gave them to her because he has some super antique books, and so she gave them to me. They're super old letters from the church where she comes from. They're very special, 1849, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And then this one here, they did some calculations on the back. So this one here, this one's 1848. I love the paper. And then this one was typed on, but this one's very old as well. Can't see the date. 1835, March 1835. And then it was like a circolare, which is like a newsletter sort of thing. So I've got those. I didn't buy those today. She just gave them to me when we were at the markets. And then we got these. Look at these. I've never seen these before. I thought they'd be more expensive than I was willing to pay for them. But the gentleman, my mother-in-law, she just says, you pick up and I'll negotiate. So that's what we do. We're a good team, so she gets me a good price for things. Now these are like legal things, I think. Normally they're April 1863. I love the cover. I'm going to scan that and get my hubby to take the writing out. Maybe leave the writing there. Take the writing out there. Leave that there. Take that out. And then it can be used. I don't know. Have a think about it. But look at they're all, like I have some other ones that don't have the nice cover and they had the writing at the back. But the rest of it was all stamped. But this all handwritten. And I got 7 of them. There's prices there. Oh, they're just amazing. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those. So I'll just show you a few of them. Some have more interesting writing in them than others, but they're really amazing. I think they are, what does it say if I can read it? Something, Rogito. Might have been like when they sold a house. It's like the contract. It's a contract of sale. So it says Kingdom of Italy. And then this one, oops, by mistake, there were 2 inside as well. Look at that beautiful cover. Look at that. And then it's all written inside. And then this one, they're just amazing. Ooh. Oh, where did that come from? They came from, they've all got the writing inside, so they must have been extra. Oh, they've been hand stitched in. Look, got hand stitching. Can you see the thread there? I'm so excited. So these are other ones. Those are extras. Beautiful writing. Oh, I just love those. So here's another one. So they're all fairly similar. Oh, that's another one inside another one. Oh, I wonder if they go together. I don't know. And then the last one. Oh, some blank pages. Oh, look at that. Look at the stamp. That's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I hadn't looked inside this one. Oh, it's beautiful. Anyway, I'll stop oohing and ahhing. Okay, now, this is super exciting. So, we went to this man and I said to my mother, one day I want to buy a super old book. And I mean, I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to, look, I don't know if you can even see how big it is. These are my hands. That's how big it is. So this one, is it upside down? No, I don't know. So this is the front of it. They're very precious. look at this. This is so 15, wait, what is that? 15, oh, 16. So that's 1,500, 100. So 1637. 1637, this book. They're all of these super old books are from the church, like from churches. In fact, my husband noticed that every single one has bits that they've cut out of them. I'll probably maybe, I don't know if it was like something that had belonged to the church, and when they got rid of them, they cut that bit out, possibly. But 1637, this book. Oh my gosh. And it's in my hands. And I'm just so excited about it. And I'm just going to sit and leaf through that. So that's the first one. Yes, there's more than one. Then I got this one. Quite often you see them with this yellow. So it's lost its original binding. I'm just looking, sorry, I just shook you. It's got this yellow stuff. I don't know, it's like it's been glued down. But I loved this one too. Look at that. This one is 17, so 1,500, 100, 100, so 17. Now the X before the L means 49. So 1649, this one. Again, you see, they cut these things out. So there must have been something there that once it left the church, whatever church it was in, it's not allowed to be, you weren't allowed to have that. But oh my goodness, look at these pages. I'm going to attempt to scan some of them. I mean, wouldn't this be beautiful to use in something? And I mean, oh my God, I can't believe I'm touching it. I never thought that I could own something like this. And then, as a gift for Christmas, an early Christmas gift, I'm just going to stand up for a second. I'm going to move those out of the way. I'll put them on the couch, just a second. As a gift, oh, and of course I bought this bedspread. It's a double bedspread. That's hemp, because it was a nice hemp. As an early Christmas gift, my mother-in-law gave me this. This was more expensive, and he told me just to use PVA glue and glue that down. So I'll repair it a little bit, give it a clean. But that's the original binding there, and it's quite. He said, don't even cover that up. It's quite interesting to see, you know, the original binding of the book. It was a leather cover. That's all coming off. And this one, you wait. This one is 15. L is 50. 1583. 1583. So my mother-in-law was telling me when did they first start printing. So again, they've cut out the square. When did they first start printing? They started printing in, the first book was printed in 1445 or something like that. So this is, 140 years afterwards. So I think that's pretty exciting to have such an old book. And then these are the pages. So fairly similar to the other ones. Oh, look at these designs. I just love them. I love it. I love all this stuff. There's a beautiful S. Can you see the S, Sarah? That's for you, the S. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. So, I mean, they're bigger than my scanner, and I don't know that I would be able to lift them up onto the scanner in hindsight, because they're very fragile. But I am just so excited. Allegorarium. It's all written in Latin, and oh my goodness. So that is what I did today, and I'm feeling very bad, so I think I better go and do some work so that I can recuperate what I've spent. But it was a lot of fun, and it's hilarious because my mother-in-law has become the biggest enabler, where she's normally like, no, you can't spend any money, you've got to save your money. And she's like, no, buy it. Let's buy this and let's buy that. And no, I mean, if we had 3 trolleys, we would have filled up 3 trolleys. So anyway, she's now my permanent companion. She did get herself into trouble because she so my car is quite old and we do need to replace it, and we will eventually. We'd replaced my husband's one, which was newer but more bodgy than mine. I'll give you something to look at while I'm telling you the story. Anyway, I just had the air conditioning on at 1 because I feel hot. I felt the car was a bit stuffy at 7:30 in the morning. But anyway, so my mother-in-law, she said the air conditioning was annoying her, and she said, can you turn it off? So I turned it off, and she said, I'll open the window if I feel hot. And I said, no, don't open the window. The mosquitoes will come in. Do not open the window. After 10 minutes, she opened the window. I told her not to open the window. Now the window will not go back up. It's stuck. So now my car is open. Well, too bad. I mean, it doesn't matter. We'll have to take it to be fixed. But the rain is coming, so now I'm going to go and have to stick some plastic on the window so the rain doesn't come in. But anyway, I mean, if they stole my car, they'd be doing me a favour because it's really old, and make me have to go out and buy another one. So anyway, she felt really bad. I just went silent. I couldn't. I would never scream at her. I mean, it's done, and she, you know, she should have listened to me. But it's not her fault if the car's old and the window got stuck. So anyway, the poor thing, she was beside herself. But then we forgot about it. We went shopping and we forgot about it, and it's all good. So anyway, I will be back maybe with a crafty video soon. I think I'll go and have some fruit, and then I'll recharge my batteries. And oh, Lulu's here. She's got an antique nightie on. So I love that. One time I took my daughter to the antique markets, and they have antique hemp nighties, and they're actually really pretty. They quite often have embroidery and really pretty sleeves, and she bought 2, didn't you? Or have you got 3?
Yeah, 2.
2.
One is nice, yeah.
She got 2. Oh no, you've got 2, and you've got the other antique hemp one there.
That one and this one.
Yeah, she's got 2 antique, because apparently the hemp is very cool. It keeps you very cool.
It's comfortable.
It's comfortable and cool. Even though it feels like it might be scratchy, it's very comfortable. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm just bagging. And I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.